Cool. Welcome back, everybody. We actually have some cool stuff to talk about this week. So here we go. We're going to do a benching and bullshitting episode. I'm going live on 2 platforms. We brought that back. We didn't do that for a while, but we get a lot of engagement. So we're going to go live on Instagram and YouTube right here. So let's go ahead and get started. We had a pretty cool weekend, man. Hit some big weights, had the whole crew in, and we put 1,500 pounds on the bar for the first time ever. It was pretty fucking awesome.
1506.
Okay, it was 1506. My bad. With
I feel like that counts.
It does count. It counts for something. The collar. We have to use the big honka-donk, like 2.5 kilo. What are those? Like 5.5 pound.
Yeah, they're like 11 pounds total when you put them together.
So it's it's 5.5 pound collars because if I use my Pro Lock collars, I've fallen out of favor of those. They tend to slide off the bar with enough weight. Someone just asked how Ryan was doing. I heard from Ryan himself here about 4 or 5 days ago. He's fine. He's doing well, and it's good that he's improving. He's doing really well. Ed's on here. He says, "See you Wednesday. What time are you going in?" I was in France. Oh, darn. That sucks. We're actually going to be going in the morning. We'll be there about 10 o'clock, Ed. We're going in the mornings mostly. These days. Then over on YouTube, we got 1 Rep Mex. We got Tony. What's going on, guys? Force feeding. I do not have stomach issues with force feeding. I enjoy eating. I get pleasure out of it. It's a hobby of mine. So no, I have no stomach issues doing that. Someone asked if I had stomach issues with force feeding. The Dirty Jim's on here. Hey, was this Marcus? That has to be Marcus then, is it?
Could be Casey.
Could be Casey. Could be Amber. Could be...
It's probably Casey.
Probably
Could be Marcus.
Casey. I see Dirty Jim, and I automatically just think Marcus for some reason.
Start listing every person we know.
Yeah. Let's see. Tony says, in the morning, I'm in a... I can't... That damn heart is always in the way, and I can't read the whole message. What's it say? I'm in a pot of coffee. Okay, gotcha. Tony likes to drink, I see.
He has a drinking problem.
Yeah. Anyway, no, it was cool, man. So we, and 1 Rep Max, congrats on your 15 in training. Thank you very much. 1.5 in training, yeah. Got questions right away here. Martinez, Rodney. Hi, Jimmy. How are you? I'm doing super well. How you doing? Which single ply shirt did you use when you did your world record? How hard was it to figure out the shirt? Thank you. I used a single ply super katana, which is what I benched my heaviest single ply ever at 1,120 pounds, June of 2021 at York Barbell. The katanas are pain in the asses to learn. They are sons of bitches. But I used not the same shirt, but I used katanas for 13 years straight. So, and at the pinnacle of that 13 years is where I hit the 1120. They're hard to master. They're a real pain in the ass. But once you master them, then they have a high amount of return. So it was, single ply super katana closed back with a KLA, that's Kilo Lima Alpha collar from Anderson Powerlifting. It's exclusive to Anderson. You can only get that collar through them, and that is the collar of choice I used. Tony says, I have a problem drinking too many protein shakes. I don't think that's really a problem.
Somebody said he had a drinking problem.
I know. That's a good problem to have. Wonder Max, completely unrelated, but you mentioned on the Canelli show you like the heavy music you can't play anywhere. Thoughts on black metal? I think it's cool. I think that's more gothy. I don't know if that's like typo negative kind of. I'm not really a typo negative kind of fan. A couple of their songs are cool, but black metal, more into like the death metal, industrial. Absolutely, industrial is a really big genre that I've gotten into. I'm sure there's some cool stuff. You got any cool video or music? I'm always looking to add to my playlist. So 1 Rep Max, if you want to send me some songs, please do.
What is like Cannibal Corpse considered?
That's heavy death metal.
Heavy death metal.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't like heavy death metal.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's see. Tommy Boy Liv says, if you could, would you bring back that evil twin that you gave that gave you such a hard time a couple of years ago and give it another go? No, I would not, because the thing was with that, I fucked up with that shirt because I mixed materials. It was a 2-ply katana, and then we added a third layer, and the third layer was Evil Twin. No. 69, what I just said. It was a 2-ply Evil Twin with a third layer, and the third layer was katana. That's what I did. I mixed the 2 layers together, or 2 materials together. And no, it was not conducive. It didn't work because the katana material wanted to behave like this, and the Evil Twin wanted to do something completely different. So when you mix the two, no. I actually sent that shirt back. This was when I was still like all poly. I sent it back to Anderson and had them take out that third layer because I could not make it work. So the 2-ply Evil Twin by itself, sure, I could bring that back, but not the way I had it the first time. Absolutely not. But so this weekend, man, I didn't post the video, and I'll tell you why. Because we got footage of the lift, we got footage of the plates on the bar, but what we didn't get was the footage of me doing it while also simultaneously seeing the plates on the bar.
Yeah, there was everybody was in the way. Like we had people blocking the weights for safety.
For safety, it's like it's training. Now, obviously, when I benched 1401 back in July of last year, I had 1 spotter per side and my head spotter who stepped off the platform away from the bar convincingly. That way we could see the whole lift and all the plates. So
it's also not the first thing we think of. Like I feel like maybe I could have set it up a little bit better, but we were just focused on like the lift, and I handed my cameras over and was like, "Here, help me," to a friend, and she did really well, and I'm very glad that we got some footage. But
yeah, so again, I didn't want to post the video of the lift without being able to see it. Yeah. But it came out with the collars on the bar. It came out to 1506. It was a light reverse band setup because that kind of was an ease of conscience for me because I wasn't thoroughly intimidated by that weight. I'm not going to bullshit you. So we put light bands around the bar. Off of one board, it was taking off around 90 pounds. So do with that with what you will.
Well, and you are going to do, we have that series, the 1,500 pound update. So
yeah,
we'll add it in there. You just won't really be able to see like.
Yeah. So my video number 5 of the road to 1,500 will be posted on YouTube sometime this week. And I'll get all the behind the scenes footage, the footage of the bench, the footage of the setup. Again, it's like, what do you do? Do you set up 5 different cameras from 5 different angles to get this lift to post to Instagram? Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. It's the number on the platform that matters, not the gym. We don't compete in the gym. So, but it was cool, man. If you're on YouTube, if you follow me there, if you subscribed or whatever, if you see the video, if you listen really close, when they give me the full weight of the bar, I'm like, fuck! I verbally said something because of just how shocked I was by the immense weight of the load. So, and
it's on Patreon and YouTube members already, right?
Yes, it's on both. It's on YouTube members and Patreon. Actually, it's my most highest viewed Patreon video in the last, I don't know, 5-6 months.
I wonder why.
Everybody's been really waiting for that, so I'm really glad I could deliver, and it was awesome. So it was a good weekend, man. Yeah, we did. So the numbers were, when I got in my shirt, I went 10:55, 12:53, 1,400 flat, and then it was 15:06. I wanted 15 flat, but it was just simple. 13 reds per side plus the big collars on our 65-pound bar. We have a 65-pound, 35-millimeter bench bar, which, with courtesy of Rob Farrell, of course. And I'll tell you what, man, that bar passed the test.
It barely bent.
Yes.
Like, I think that was so surprising to me. I didn't notice until after we were done and we were like looking at then we took pictures and stuff, but it there's almost no bend in that bar.
35 millimeter F8 Magnum bench bar, passed the test. Absolutely did. Mike 198 says, which is better, to incline dumbbell press or flat dumbbell benches? Both. Do both. Don't limit yourself. Develop yourself as much as you can from every angle. Dumbbell, barbell, kettlebell, fat bells. I do both. I do floor, decline, flat, and incline, dumbbell and barbell. So, I mean, we don't have a decline set up for a barbell, but
I mean, we could probably
you could rig one, but it's just sketchy at that point. The weight that you would
be at, it wouldn't probably be safe.
Man, how have you made it so far without injuries? Because I've stayed in equipment my entire career. It seems to be the biggest deterrent for athletes finally making strides in their strength. You know, I've been in equipment my entire career, and up to this point, still, I've been drug free. So I've not had issues of like muscles over, getting stronger than the tendons and ligaments too quickly. I've just stayed consistent. And I've not veered off my path either. So when Raw became super popular and equipment was not so popular, I didn't hop on that popular train. I don't give a fuck about trends. I've been doing the same thing for 16 years competitively. Like, I've not changed. I've had one goal in mind, and I've stayed the course, and I've gone really slow. It's taken me June 1st will mark 20 years I've been lifting weights. So I've spent 2 decades slowly scratching and inching my way to get to where I'm at right now.
You also have always prioritized this.
Yeah.
So like everything we do is around these goals. So like you
eat, live, and breathe
you
it.
Sleep a lot. Mm-hmm. You eat like you're supposed to. We pass up on events and traveling and opportunities because you wouldn't be able to recover properly.
Don't get it twisted. I'm boring.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
a very boring person. This is what I do. So, yeah, injuries have not plagued me at all. But like I said, I've been smart. I've not made strides too fast. I've not been in a hurry to get anywhere. I've just done things right and slow, and it's worked out.
We've also been really lucky. Has it been 3 years we've been with Jericho?
I'd say 2 years, to 2022.
Yeah? But yeah, so we have a really, really good chiropractor who takes amazing care of Jim and does a lot of physical therapy stuff with him. And
if you saw my stories today, we were there today. I go on there on Mondays. Yeah. He takes care of us.
I feel like that helps.
It does. Thank you, Wonder at Mex. If you want to DM me a few of those, I'd appreciate that as well. Because I will not remember. If you're on YouTube, if you don't mind, if you're watching from YouTube, to hit the like button if you have the time. I really appreciate that. It tells me that you want me to keep doing these videos. It really helps me out.
Also, I do have comment replay turned on, so you should be able to see all those comments once the video is done. Oh. If anyone is like dropping songs and stuff in there, we should be able to see it.
Okay. Tommy Boy Live says, would you use that bar to squat? You absolutely could. It's not the same inside the collar length as a normal squat bar. It's a little bit cut down to make it a bench bar length, but you could absolutely squat with it. There's no smooth on it whatsoever. It's knurling the entire length of the bar, so you could squat with it. Let's see. What's your max deadlift? I don't know what my max deadlift is. I pulled from the floor. I pull conventional. I pulled 705 for a triple on Sunday. Yesterday. So next time I pull from the floor, probably in 5 or 6 weeks, I'm going to attempt a full range 1 rep max. I'd like to be able to hit 750. That'd be cool. But I haven't tested an actual 1 rep max yet. I've been doing reps and stuff. When are you posting that 1500? I'm not. It's in Patreon and YouTube members. I didn't post it on Instagram or anything because you can't see the weight as I'm doing the lift because, safety, and I didn't think to set up 6 different camera angles for the sake of Instagram. So I'm not posting it to Instagram. I'm just going to keep it on YouTube and Patreon.
It'll be on the YouTube update later this week.
Yep, like I said before, it's going to be on my Road to 1500 video 5 that will come out sometime this week, hopefully. And there'll be behind the scenes and setting up the bench and setting up the bar. But I'm not going to post it to Instagram just because you can't see the lift. You can see the lift But
you can see you doing it.
You can see me,
can't see the bar.
but you can't see. I got guys on. I have 2 guys per side. We move the bench to a different part of the gym where I can set up a reverse band setup.
So you know what? I'm gonna ask Joe if we can get the security footage. Maybe you can see it better from one of like the cameras. I mean, I think people would still be in the way, but it's a different.
Yeah.
I'll text him.
Okay. All right, where are we at? Do you do cable crossovers? Mike says. I do occasionally for hypertrophy purposes. I'm trying to build bigger tits, and it's proven to be fairly difficult, but that's what you get for being equipped for 16 years. So yeah, I do those. Top position, down position. Well, hey Terry, thanks for hopping on. Appreciate you, even though you're busy. I appreciate you coming on here. Eric D. Lift says you said you started lifting weights 20 years ago. What was your bench starting out? I think I was 14, the summer when I turned 14. I think I was benching 120.
Like right away?
Yeah.
Like first workout?
Yeah, I think.
Damn.
I think I was benching 120 pounds for reps. Like 5 to 6. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. That was 20 years ago. Have deads or squats helped increase your equipped bench overall? Deadlifts have, because deadlift is back and is overall body, therefore bench press. I look at the deadlift as a bench press accessory. Squats were fucking with my bench. Yeah, you could argue I could do specialty bars like SSB, cambered bar, whatever. But squats were fucking with my shoulders, so I decided to cut out squats, and my bench started going through the roof again. So I don't squat right now. Mike says 800-pound deadlift are in the process. I made a goal. Last night. I wanted to bench 1,500 pounds, and I also wanted to pull 800 pounds sometime this year. So I want to hit a 800-pound deadlift. Yes.
In a meet?
Just in the gym. It doesn't matter. Just in the gym, or
you just want to do it.
I just want to do it. And Mike also says, our pec deck flies better than cable crossovers. I don't think they're better. You should definitely do them both, because both have different challenges. Both have different metrics on how they work. One's cables, one's a machine. I would do both. Why handicap yourself with only doing one? Do everything. All angles, all weights, rep ranges. Do it all. Don't just do one. Let's see. Dennis over on YouTube says, do you think the all-time world record squat will ever exceed the bench? Absolutely it will. Yeah, anything's possible. I'm an optimist. I think it will. Don't ask who it will be. I don't know. I don't have a name or an idea of who will do it, but
maybe it'll be you.
I don't know. But yeah, I think it will. It's happened before, obviously, up until February of 2022. Then the bench somehow exceeded it, but the squat was always on top. But yeah, it'll happen again. Absolutely, it will. Pierce says, congrats on the unofficial 1506. It's not even unofficial. It's just a training lift. It was a one board. It was with a light reverse band setup, taking around 90 pounds off the